Here with your weekly reading. So I'm doing it a little bit different today, guys. I've just had a very major weekend of personal stuff. So I'm going to mix this up and I'm basically going to just shuffle in messages as they come. So I'm going to start with a general message and then I'm going to shuffle another card, another general message, and I'm just going to go for a total of 3. So it'll still be short and sweet. So hang around and see if a message is for you. But again, they're just collective. If it's not your message, don't stress. My link is in the description box if you want your own private reading. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get a nice little message for the collective this week ahead. What's going on? First message that someone may need. Okay, this card was adamant. Jumped first and I put it back. 4 of Wands. So what I'm getting is, initially I'm getting the song, This Will Be an Everlasting Love. I think that's how lyrics go. Please don't judge my singing. But basically, I feel like this is relating to either a love of a new beginning, like a new project or a new something, or an actual loving relationship. So 4 of Wands, it can actually be translated to union. It can be translated to stability, twin flame union. But again, it doesn't have to always signify that. Like I said, I am getting a love energy here. But that could be just love for something, or a part of your life. It doesn't have to be physically with a person. But I do feel for a lot of you, this you might have just embarked on meeting someone new, or maybe you have been seeing someone and you're sort of maybe wondering where it's going. And I just feel like it is a really nice union. Again, as always, everything is always here and comes into your life at the right time. But yeah, I'm hearing just don't let doubts and fears and insecurities kind of allow you to believe that this can't be something great. I do feel like this is very stable. It's very connected. It's makes you feel safe. It's nice. It's a very nice energy. So yeah, for whoever this message resonates to, like I said, it could be for something in your life that you really love, or for a lot of you, I do feel like that's actually about a relationship to some degree. So whether it's here or whether it's on its way, it is very close in the energy field. So yeah, again, take that as it fits. Let's get another message. Any other messages for the collective this week? Remember, guys, I say this week, but it could manifest outside of it. These are sort of timeless readings. Whenever you see this, it's for you. So, okay. So another message I have here, we have the 9 of Swords. This is kind of telling me, especially with the recent 9/9 portal, that there is an ending coming here, an ending of self-sabotage, an ending of overthinking, an ending of anxiety around a situation. This could be linked with this original message as well. Potentially you're still coming out of like the past energy of maybe you went through a hardship, either we've all gone through so much in the last sort of 2 years, especially with COVID. People have lost jobs, people have lost relationships, people have lost loved ones, people have lost their sense of self, people have lost a connection to purpose. So I feel like that has created a lot of issues and anxiety and overthinking and just belief systems that haven't been serving, and I do feel like that is kind of closing out. I'm hearing full moon, so this might not completely shut off until about the full moon, which is in another week and a bit. But as always, if whatever's surfacing at the moment, it might be creating a bit of anxiety, it might be keeping you up at night, but just know it is just calling for attention to be healed, to be released. 9 is symbolic of endings, and like I said, I feel like this is a message around an ending of just, it could be a combination of things. Like I said, we've all gone through so much personal experience over the last for the last year, for the last 18 months. So, obviously take what this associates with if this feels like your message. But this is kind of saying, the overthinking and everything is kind of simmering down. It might have that spike of intensity before it's like releases, but remember, it's always just about releasing that old so it can go. So anything that's knocking at the surface right now and creating that tension or anxiety or frustration, it's just needing that acknowledgement to say, hey, this isn't serving me anymore. It's safe to let this go. It's safe to clear this so I can open up to new things. Okay. And like I said, that I feel could somehow be linked with that first message around that union, especially if this Nine of Swords associates with, maybe a past relationship that was quite toxic or traumatizing or anything that has caused that anxiety and trauma. But I do feel like it has been something that's, it's kept you up at night. You think about it a lot. It triggers the shit out of you, but it is sort of closing out. And like I said, I feel like the full moon will be that kind of final release. So it is coming. And I just want to get one more final message here. And then I'm just going to do an overview to see if these do link in any way, if there's any final messages. So again, hopefully you're still hanging out. One more message for the collective, please. Oh, wow, okay. Two of Cups. So I'm getting the energy here of coming back to self first and foremost. So this will be again, this is how these are sort of all linking around, coming back to self in that sense of self-love, connecting back to yourself, maybe connecting back to your hobbies, your spirituality, your beliefs, anything like that. Maybe you've just let yourself get a bit carried away, get a little bit lost, and it has created that frustration and anxiety. But I do see you sort of coming back to yourself. I see you coming back to your essence. For some, this could be the balancing of the masculine and feminine energies. Maybe you've been too dominant in one energy. Maybe you've been too with the flow. Maybe you've been too controlling. It's just, I see this sort of, these two human figures, and they're just merging into one, almost like the light and the dark are merging. So, it is just that coming back to self. But again, I'm hearing this is it. So this could also be associated with, that union or that relationship of whatever it is you've been asking for. So if that's a love relationship or, like I said, a new career opportunity, remember that soulmates, or, again, whatever your belief is around soulmates, they can come in different formats. They can come in friendships, they can come in business, they can come in career, like jobs, like work colleagues or business mentors, or, or also in obviously love and romance. So just, it's important, this message seems to be important for those who, you might find that you are always looking for the romantic relationship, and this is kind of that reminder that a strong union, a strong soulmate connection can be in many formats. It doesn't just have to be romantic partners. So just be open to that. You might have had those thoughts where a relationship is the be all end all, but realistically maybe you need to be focusing more on your career relationships or your family relationships, or having a better network of friendships, things like that. So, try to, I feel like a message here is to try to share the energy and the focus you're putting into relationships here. It's not just about always focusing on, like I said, the romantic ones or yourself. Make sure you are contributing to friendship, family, romantic partners, if there's one, or the desire for one, yourself, your work colleagues. Like, it's important that all relationships get, a share of investment and energy. So just remember that. But again, I'm hearing this is it. So if you've been looking for that that job with better colleagues, or like I said, that romantic relationship or whatever, whether it's here or not quite yet, it is on the horizon. It's very close. But like I said, overall the messages do seem to link up here. Like I said, you've got that stability coming in. We're ending all the sort of the anxiety and overthinking about what can go wrong, and instead we're starting to feel a bit more optimistic and a bit safer in these connections, and being more willing to put energy into the things and the relationships that we value. and be open to put the energy into, you know, a loving relationship if that's where you're at as well. So I hope that helps. Like I said, that's sort of just a new approach to today. Any final messages here? No, I'm just getting like take what fits. So like I said, there's a few singular messages there. There is a connection with all of these cards about, it's a sort of linked as well, so it might all be relevant. Otherwise, as always, take what fits. If you are needing your own private reading, or you're needing a bit of healing around maybe some of this anxiety and release, let me know as well, as I do have spaces available. But otherwise, guys, let me know in the comments if this was helpful. As always, I love to hear your feedback and your experience so that I can keep sharing these with you and, yeah, delivering your messages. So thank you, guys. I'll see you next week.